Yo, what's good, man? How you all doing? It's your boy Michael Lane. Like it or not with Michael Lane is who I be. Look, man, I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you all. I'm gonna talk about Phil Robertson, who's been reinstated. He's back in A&E. But I have to tell you all, like MSNBC, like all the other far left progressives, like SAD, like them, I'm upset about it. I'm not happy with that. But not for the reasons you think, or not for the exact same reasons as those Looney Tunes. Believe me, I don't stand with those idiots. I'm very upset because, like I said in my earlier post, I said that Duck Dynasty was an empire. The Robertson family have an empire. Now, it wasn't like A&E made them. They made A&E. Nobody knew who the hell A&E was. Okay? So, when that happened, that should have been an irreversible violation. It should have been irreversible. The Robertson family should have said that, look, I don't like what you did. I ain't standing for it. You made your bed. You gotta lie in it. But now they're saying, well, we're letting Phil Robertson back in. We're reinstating him because they knew they screwed up. Now, in a good way, it showed that the American people stood up and it backfired. See, this far left progressive idiocy got slapped in the face, just like what it did with Chick-fil-A. They got slapped in their dang faces. You hear me? All because somebody said, look, I like a woman. I prefer a woman than a man. Or when the Chick-fil-A founder said that he just believes in traditional marriage. Now, how terrible is that? Just by saying that. That should have been rectified by somebody saying from GLAAD or somewhere saying, I disagree with what they said. The end of the story. But A&E, they opened up a can of worms. GLAAD and all these other idiotic far left progressive army, and they made a big to do over nothing. If they are for, let me before I go, if they are for, let me kind of rewind a little bit. Let's talk about this. A&E is on their high horse saying we're going to run promotions during Duck Dynasty episodes just to let people know that we are inclusive and we accept everyone. Then if you accepted everyone, A&E, why didn't you make that business of standing up for heterosexuals? Because he talked about jumping from bed to bed, woman to woman, man to man. He talked about other sexual sins. He talked about idolatry. He talked about adultery. Why didn't you all stand up for that? No, but A&E said, we are a champion of the LGBT community. Because they have money. That's why. And you all are crazy in the LGBT community if you think GLAAD and the others care about you. You're crazy. And all of this mess over nothing. All of this mess. And here comes the Reverend Jesse Jackson. He found himself a new hustle. I guess a lot of black people are killing each other and the population is dwindling and most blacks aren't working and they're on welfare. The unemployment is the highest of all time under a so-called black president. So now that all is happening, he can't drain money off of us. So now he has to go to the rich folk, which are the gay community. First off, Phil Robertson was talking about what happened in his eyes. He was working at the field picking cotton with the blacks. He's talking about his experience. His experience. Now, it may not be accurate with the overall experience, but he was talking about his experience. So he decided to talk about and say that this is worse than the bus driver that didn't let Rosa Parks in the back of the bus. He is such a clown. Him and the NAACP. You remember the NAACP really had some kind of kahunas and really was moral? You remember that? Now the NAACP is a bunch of race pimps, just like this so-called fraud of a reverend. Believe me, if everything was peaceful between blacks and whites and other races, they're not going to make any money. So they have to continue that junk. Here's Reverend Jesse Jackson running off at the mouth, talking all this stupid stuff, but he ain't said nothing about the knockout game. Just recently, blacks are fighting and beating the hell out of each other over Jordans. Where's Reverend Jesse Jackson? Where's the Reverend Jesse Jackson talking about blacks not working? Highest unemployment rate. One of the lowest populated people, but the highest in the nation in unemployment. Where is he? No, instead he demands a talk with A&E. We have to stop falling for these clowns. He's a clown and a half. And then the Robertson said, let's give in. Let's make it work. Since they're going to bring our patriarch back into the fold. And let's get in. And let's continue to make money for these idiotic liberals. That is a wrong move. I'm not watching A&E. I don't care how many Duck Dynasties they have. They may have a Duck Dynasty 2.0, Duck Dynasty 5.0. I'm never supporting A&E. And everybody out there should stand with me. The Robertson family should have got out of there. Period. I don't like it. I'm not happy with the decision. I'm not happy with them getting and profiting some more off of this after what they done. It shouldn't have happened in the first place. Now they get the victory because they're standing on their high horse, still talking crap. Now I'm talking about A&E, still talking crap. And saying they're going to run promotion. So acceptance of all people. Of all people? Why you don't talk about swingers? Now don't forget, this is a sexual situation. Swingers, pornography addicts, polygamists, all that. You got to keep it real. If you're going to talk about all people, you talk about all sex of people. Really? You can't, hey, liberals, go all the way with it. Don't talk about equality and only talk about one alternative sexual lifestyle. I'm ticked off, man. I'm sorry. I'm very disappointed in the Robertson family. They caved in. I call it caving in. They had too much they owned A&E, and now A&E owns them. Maybe I'm wrong. If y'all want to comment on it, y'all can comment on it right down there. Let me know how y'all feel. Am I wrong? Am I wrong for not continuing my support for Duck Dynasty and A&E? I'm finished with them. I'm finished. Because it's going to continue, the so-called tolerant mafia that's going to come at you and say, only go by what we say. This is old America, y'all. This is old America. I'm not giving in to it. Like it or not.